Right at the beginning of the show, we will reveal a lot of superficial knowledge about body language. Body language is not about interpreting individual signals like, what's the big secret behind crossed arms? Or what do asymmetric facial expressions mean? It's about getting the big picture, getting a wider view on people, including yourself. Huh? Who is smiling more? And one of the muscles they exercise is the zygomaticus major, this big muscle in the face. And what the baby is doing is it pulls it back and that looks like, and mom likes that and mom says, she's smiling at me. And the little thing goes, the old duck seems to like that. I'm doing that more often. Your competence doesn't start with your first PowerPoint slide. No, your competence starts when you're first seen. And if you got used to stand like this or stand like this, then you got the same problem if a man is always standing like this. A person who wants to go through the wall, how does he or she go? He will go like this. Do you know the line? Do you see the line of my body? It's really straight up. You all got trapped because there is no ideal way of standing. There is no best way of standing. It depends on the situation. Body language has the biggest impact on communication. Via the visual sense organ, the eyes, we take in the largest amount of information into our brain. In fact, by far more than via all the other sense organs put together. In numbers, about 90% of all the information we receive in our brain is visual information. And visual information is body language. Okay, so body language is always constantly with us, and what you're doing right now is you're checking me. You're checking me from top to toe. Well, that's not such a long way with me, but anyway, yeah. Control is really important, right? Control is important. How often did we shake our hands now? 3, 4 times? Yeah, something like that. Control is so important for him. Every time we shook our hands, he was controlling my pulse rate. You know that from your customers. If something doesn't work out, some of them are, look at your belly. And for those of you who can look beyond that point, look at your hips. The hips are the most revealing point in body language because it was the turning point when we went from 4 feet stand to 2 feet stand. Most of the big decisions we make throughout life are based on visual signals. And that's why Machiavelli said, before you are good, you have to appear good. So before you are competent, you have to appear competent. And before you are likable, you have to appear likable. You can keep your individual body language because that's what makes up your personality. However, with small signals and tiny changes, you will have a tremendous impact on your body language and on your appearance. And I will show you the most important ones. First principle in body language is territory. If you're doing a workshop and you start your workshop and flipping up your laptop and starting with your presentation and standing here, good morning, I'm happy to be with you. You know what I mean? Shake, 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 shake. And stop. Okay, now look at your hands, look at your hands. The guy or the girl whose hand is on top wants to say to the other one, I'm the boss of you tonight. Fabian doesn't dare to claim for ground here. He doesn't dare to use some space, and if someone doesn't use space, we don't think he's competent enough. He isn't an alpha animal. Before you go, you're always checking your ground. Did you know that? You're always going, yeah, he's making himself so much bigger. No need for that, Words can never hide what body language reveals. And that's why non-verbal communication is crucial. I'm not here to point out the finger at you. I'm here to show you the fundamental principles of body language with a twinkle in the eye.